I came here as a child refugee, and benefiting from that, I now sit before you. I realised firsthand the impact that it has. There are children who are dependent upon this. There are women who are dependent upon this, whose potential life course would change fundamentally by that decision. I look at these applications and I know what the consequences of it potentially are. I think that's part of the reason why, what fuels my passion. I'm going to do everything I can to make it right. It was with my mum and my 3 older siblings. She came as a single woman with 4 children. My mum tells me stories about how our home was hit with missiles. She has no pictures of her wedding, nothing. It all went up in flames. And that was the reason why we had to leave. Speaking to one individual, he explains to me that if the visa doesn't happen soon, if things don't turn better very quickly, he's going to have no choice but to wed off his 13-year-old daughter, who, in his words, has only just grown up, i.e. started her period, so she's now able to be wed. And that's the choices now facing families. I think the hardest thing for me at the moment is having to turn individuals away, because I am only one person, and as much as I'm desperate and I want to help as many people as possible, it's just, I can't. And having to explain that to them whilst they're in desperate circumstances, speaking over a phone with a poor internet connection, is hard, and you can hear their heart break on the other side of the phone. It's very heartwarming, and it almost makes all the heartache and all the sleepless nights when you suddenly get a call, or I think I had one about a week ago from an individual who texts me and goes, "I'm in Birmingham." I was like, wow. Those moments make it worthwhile for everything else that I go through.